Let me ask you a question. Are you tired of living paycheck to paycheck, feeling stressed about money, and not knowing where your hard-earned cash is actually going? If you nodded yes to any of those things, you're in the right place. By the end of this video, you're going to have a crystal clear roadmap to taking control of your finances, reducing financial stress, and starting your journey to real financial freedom. Hey everybody, I'm Sean. Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is on YNAB, or You Need a Budget. Financial freedom seekers, we're diving deep into the world of budgeting, and more specifically, how YNAB can completely transform your financial life. First, a little bit about my experience with budgeting. I've been exactly where you are. 10 years ago, I was drowning in expenses. These expenses were related to our wedding. I'm sure you're aware, but weddings are very expensive. There are a million vendors that get involved, and I was constantly stressed with all of the expenses that were coming in around this wedding. That's when I discovered YNAB. I started using YNAB to set a budget for the wedding and to track my expenses. It was so successful that I've been using it ever since. Before we jump into YNAB, let's talk about why budgeting is so crucial. First benefit of budgeting is financial awareness. Most people have no idea where their money is going. And without a budget, you're driving blind. YNAB is like a GPS for your finances. Think about it. You wouldn't take a road trip without checking Google Maps. Not having a budget for your money is like taking a road trip without using a map. Another reason for budgeting is stress reduction. Money worries are a top source of stress for most adults. A solid budget gives you peace of mind, and you'll know exactly what you can spend, what you can save, and what you can invest. Another benefit of budgeting is goal achievement. Do you want to buy a house? Do you want to travel? Do you want to retire comfortably? A budget is the roadmap to each of those dreams, and YNAB helps you turn those dreams into realistic plans that you can follow. Let's talk about YNAB, because YNAB isn't just an app. It's a complete financial philosophy that's based on 4 key rules. First rule, give every dollar a job. Every single dollar in your budget is assigned a specific purpose. No more money is going to mysteriously disappear. Another rule for YNAB is embracing your true expenses. You're going to plan for your regular expenses, like your rent and your car payment, and your irregular expenses, like holiday spending, vacations, car repairs. These are the things that are normally rude surprises when it comes to their budget. Another rule for YNAB is rolling with the punches. Things happen, your budget is flexible, your budget can adapt as you can too when life happens. Another strategy for YNAB planning is age your money. You're going to be working towards living on last month's income. So you're going to create a financial buffer, which will help you reduce stress. No more living paycheck to paycheck. How do you get started with YNAB? It literally takes 5 minutes. All you have to do is download the app on your iPhone, your Android, or on the web. You create a free account. You can then connect your bank accounts, which is an optional move. You can do it manually, but I absolutely recommend connecting your accounts. Once you create your budget, it'll suggest some basic budget categories, things like housing, transportation, food, utilities, personal spending, savings, debt repayment. You can add other categories as you need. These are the categories that you'll be tracking your expenses against. With that, you'll be entering transactions, and you can either do it manually, where you punch in the transaction on your app every time you spend money or earn money, but I absolutely recommend having a bank import set up where it's all automatic. YNAB will connect with your banks and daily pull in all the transactions on your credit cards and your bank accounts, and you can just review them and update the categories if they weren't categorized correctly. And that will really help you staying consistent, because it takes 90% of the drudgery out of the equation when it's automatic. Some of the things that YNAB's really good at is handling irregular income. Some of us have a salary where we get the same amount every week, month, or biweekly. Others work as freelancers or commission-based, where your income goes up and down and it's hard to predict. So YNAB will help you budget even with a fluctuating income. There's a support for those types of earners and in the trainings and within the app. Another benefit of YNAB is it'll teach you debt payment techniques. There are different ways to attack your debt, and you pick the one that you think will work best for you, and you'll track your progress towards paying off your debts. Another benefit of YNAB is tracking your investments and savings. You'll set up savings goals, and you'll be tracking your investment accounts, and YNAB will give you some reporting so you can see how you're doing towards your goals in terms of having a certain amount of money by a certain time. And it can be for things like holiday spending or retirement planning. So there are some common challenges and solutions with budgeting. The biggest one is motivation. It's hard to stay motivated with tracking your budget, like going to the gym or flossing. You really have to overcome the resistance to being consistent with your budget. You really have to have realistic expectations about the kind of person you are. One of the ways to do that is by celebrating small wins. When you pay off that first credit card, you can pat yourself on the back because you've accomplished one step towards a bigger goal. And one of the things YNAB's really good at is helping a couple stay on board with their money. If you're sharing accounts, it'll help you have that transparency you need so that you can communicate and work through the things that happen day to day. There will be setbacks. There will be overspending. You will adjust your budget, and you don't have to be guilty about it. You just reset and move forward. Remember, a budget isn't a restriction. It's really a liberation. YNAB gives you the tools to understand your money, reduce financial stress, and to achieve your dreams, your financial dreams. I'm a huge fan of YNAB. Like I said, I've been using it consistently for the last 10 years, and YNAB offers a free trial. If you haven't used it yet, you can sign up for a 34-day free trial. The link is in the description, and it's an affiliate link, so we both get a perk for signing up. And there is not just access to the app and the budgeting tools, but extensive training and workshops. So you have access to a wealth of information on how to set up YNAB, how to manage your budget, how to manage credit cards, how to plan. It's a terrific educational resource. I really hope you consider using a tool like YNAB if you're not already tracking your budgets. If you have any roadmap to taking control of your finances, reducing financial stress, and starting your journey to real financial freedom. Hey everybody, I'm Sean. Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is on YNAB, or You Need a Budget. Financial freedom seekers, we're